All right, friends, it is time for chest day, which is one of my favorite workouts now that I know what I'm doing, and I'm excited to share that with you today. Now, as always, for your convenience, the timestamp for today's workout is over here, but do not skip ahead. I will get upset because knowledge is everything, and the mindset you have to have going into chest day specifically is everything, or you're going to be wasting a large portion of your time there at the gym. Now, these 2 points that I have, contraction and squeeze and breathing, is going to be taking care of probably 90% of the problems that I see people training their chest. And those two problems basically boil down to these 2 points. One, they feel like their weight is just staying stagnant. They don't feel like they're getting any stronger because they really can't increase their weight effectively. Or two, they feel like they are increasing their weight, but their overall shape and physique of their chest isn't changing. They don't feel like they can see a physical difference in their chest, which is extremely frustrating, and which is where I was at for like a year during working out when I was like 19 to 20. Like, I was getting super frustrated, and I see that a lot. Now, our tendency, and this plays to point one, contraction and squeezing, for chest day is to get a full range of motion, to go all the way at the top and to bring it all the way down. Now, bringing it all the way down, you're gonna wanna stay the same, but when it comes to going all the way to the top, we're trained to get a full range of motion on everything, like arms, but for chest, it is not. It's actually detrimental, because what that is doing is transferring a lot of that workload onto your elbow and your shoulder at the top and taking it off of your chest. Now, when you're doing that, you're going to be getting a really good tricep and anterior or front deltoid workout, which is why for a lot of guys, their weight is increasing because those two areas are getting stronger. They can work out more, but their chest isn't getting a workload. It's just being a secondary muscle that's getting a workload. Now, my shirt's going to be off for this video because you're going to see me not going all the way up to the top and focusing on only the contraction or squeeze. You're going to be literally thinking of your chest muscles whenever you're going towards the peak, coming together and squeezing at the top. You're going to see the peak during this video on what should be every rep. Now, that's going to be difficult, and your weight is going to probably go down whenever you're implementing this, and that is completely okay because the strength and shape of your chest is going to be increasing, and the weight's going to go back to normal, and it's going to be higher in the long run. Like, actually, for me, pretty quickly, within a year of implementing this, like, I was doing 20, 30 pounds more per exercise, at the very least, within a few months. Now, for that, which is why breathing is so important, because while you are getting that contraction on the top, and while you are actually being more slow and controlled and focusing on that squeeze, you're going to be running out of oxygen, which is what your muscles need to work. Now, I'm going to turn the volume up on the background noise so you can hear my breathing, and that is extremely important. It's going to be extremely exaggerated. Like, I do like 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up, and I'm doing one big inhale and one big exhale during these exercises. And that's literally how I work out now. I don't even have to think about it, and oxygen is going to my muscles the entire time, and really the fatigue doesn't really come from running out of oxygen. It comes from the workload being too much on my chest, which is where you want to be. Like, your chest should be absolutely fried at the end of every chest day workout. Now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Let's see these 2 points in practice, and let's start growing our strength and our shape of our chest. See you then. All right, first things first is our warm-up. What is not shown is my treadmill routine. All I did was 5 minutes on a slight incline at a brisk pace to warm up my body. And then now I'm performing these push-ups and these joint mobilizers. All we're doing here is getting the blood to our arms and our chest and getting our joints warmed up so that they aren't shocked by that initial chest workload.
Can't you see me, man? I'm sold up. Man, I'm in here trying to celebrate a birthday. And you know I'm good on well, it's a work day. No matter We still gon' kick it, and we ain't getting trippy. No Molly in Mississippi, ain't fighting nobody, ain't nobody said tripping. And Southeast Dago in the building. Shout out to Peter Pan, Skyline, Imperial. We out here trying to function. Holla if you with it.
Alright, exercise number 1, flat dumbbell bench press. For the first set, I have picked a light warm-up weight because we still want to warm up our joints and get that blood flowing to our muscles. And you guys can listen to my breathing technique now. Alright, set number 2, more of a working weight this time. This time, instead of the breathing, I want you to pay attention to the arm angle and how I'm focusing on squeezing and contracting at the top, which I will be doing for every chest exercise. See, I break 90 degrees on the way down, and then I pause slightly at the top without locking out my arms.
And I wish somebody would get me started. Hey, deuces up to Nipsey, K. Dot gang. I'm out here in the West, y'all holla at me, man. My bloodstream clean, nothing running through my veins. It's 116, yeah, I'm still unashamed. I call it.
Alright, then directly into incline dumbbell press. This is the example of a working set. You do want to do this at near the beginning of the workout because it's a bit harder than flat, and you want to have the energy and stamina to still get that full contraction, which you see at the top. I'm just focusing on squeezing that top half of my pectorals together and still doing it in a slow and controlled fashion. Alright, now time for exercise 3, high to low cable flies. You can see the starting position, I just slightly stepped forward, one foot in front of the other, and then my elbows are going to be about shoulder height at the top, and then focusing at the squeeze at the bottom. This is going to be a really good lower chest exercise, and the contraction on this is everything. So be slow and controlled and focus on that contraction.
That's why I say, not for me, not for me. Call it picture, call it.
Alright, fourth and final exercise for us today is the isolated chest press. I love this one to finish because it's an overall good chest workout and you can't really cheat at all. I'm going to let you guys listen to my technique here and you can pay attention to the arm angle and where I stop. Alright, good job. Chest day is done. Join us next time we are hitting up the back. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe below and keep continuing to choose healthy. See you next time.